it's Alyssa here from the Grassroots podcast in Sydney with Darryl Sittler of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, your Hockey Hall of Fame, NHL Top 100, number retired. What are some of the other cool things you've done in hockey that people might not necessarily know off the top of their head?
Well, I've been honored to have a statue called Legends Row. In Toronto, they have the Walk of Fame. So I got a star on the sidewalks. If you come to Toronto, you could see my star. So I'm a pretty lucky guy. But it's good to be here in Australia. My first time here, to have the opportunity to come here with my wife and be a part of the game and meet the Australians and help promote hockey here, help promote concussions, which is so important to stop concussions. It's been a good time.
What have you seen of Australia so far? You've been here for a couple of days?
We got in Monday morning, so we went over to the Opera House. We saw Vivid, which the timing for us is great because everybody says, it's world-renowned, and we got to do that. We hired somebody to tour around, so we saw a lot of the historic sites, got a lot of the history, went up to Bondi, and had a little lunch there, and it's been good. So I don't know what we're going to do in the next little while. Looking forward to the game. We're going to go over to Melbourne and visit the people there, and then up to the Gold Coast. So it's a good 18 days we're here in Australia.
And obviously with the game, how is that for you, coaching? I suppose while it's a charity game, it's still USA versus Canada. So,
well, I just know from having played the game, players are competitive. And when we get a nice crowd out there to watch, they want to put on a good performance for the crowd that are paying to come and watch them play. A lot of these guys play in the National Hockey League, and they're competitive. So I'm just going to go out behind the bench and enjoy it and watch it and be a part of it. But Canada-US have always had a good rivalry, and it'll be no different in our couple games here in Australia. So I'm hoping Canada wins. This trophy behind you, the Canada Cup trophy, that was one of the moments I was known for in Canada. I scored the winning goal in overtime for the Canada Cup in '76, and that '76 team was one of the best teams Canada ever put together. 19 players off that team went on to be Hall of Famers. So it's guys like Bobby Orr and Bobby Hall, different guys, Guy Lafleur. Maybe some of the older people here in Australia recognize those great Canadian players, but Canada Cup was a great memory for me.
And last but not least, obviously hockey isn't the biggest sport in Australia, but it's one that is gaining traction. What would you say to someone who is just getting into hockey or sees one of the games here in the coming weeks and gets into it to, get them keep watching, I suppose?
Well, Australia, it is a great sports country. You have all those different sports and people love it and they're healthy. And I think why hockey is so popular in Canada, the United States, and other countries is because it's a fun sport to play. There's lots of action in it. Obviously, here you have to have the facilities, the rinks available, and minor hockey programs for kids to start. And it's not really a cheap sport to play either. It costs money for the equipment and the ice rentals and all those sorts of things, but it's a fun sport, and I'm glad to see it's growing because it's, hockey's played around the world now, and people love playing it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay.